I was having kind of a boring do nothing day and thought I'd put a video out about ideaing a 425 Oldsmobile bank angle, cam bank angle. So the most guaranteed way to do it is literally check it by sticking something in the lifter board. In this case, I'm going to use the oil pump drive shaft, and if it is a 45, it's going to run the same angle as the cylinders. If it's a 39, it's going to be angled inward. So just get it even on the side of the bore, and you can see it's angled inward. That indicates a 39. Now if it's a 45, it's going to be more like that. And keep in mind, 39 to 45 degrees is only 6 degrees, so it's not going to be much, but you can still see it. The recent thing I found out, really recently, is this drill spot. You can clearly see the drill spot in front of the block, oil fill tube, ID number, and then right there on this raised, on a big block, holes, is this drilled spot indicating a 39-degree bank angle. This is a diesel block, small block. It's not on there. And we can get into the diesel. There's the drive for the, I think it's the injector pump. And I'm going to probably, hopefully one day, convert that over to a gas. They say to put a double row chain on it, you have to grind out right here for clearance. If you get the stock chain, you don't have to do that, but who's going to use a stock chain? So there's the ways I identify the block. It's got the 921 lifters in it, which you can use your calipers, if you have them, to measure that. So we'll just go over here. I already know they're 921s. You can pretty much tell by looking. Almost 921, just a little variance in the way I'm doing the calipers, but it's 921. Now they say that the diesel block are usually 921s. In rare occasions they're 842s. I've got a rare occasion 842 bore, because I've already measured them. We can go down here and measure this one. Get it pretty close. Again, with just the way I've balanced it or whatever, it's 832, but it's just 842. We'll do it one more time. Yeah, pretty close. Anyway, so that's an 842 lifter diesel block. They do have the 3-inch mains, just like a big block. They're just a lot beefier. You come over here, here's a nodular 455 nodular crank with a spun rod bearing that I spun back in the day. I don't know what the AK means, but the N is definitely nodular. And here we have a regular 455 block. Again, there's that raised rib between the oil fill tube and the number. And again, this will be, hey, I know you can't probably see too well, but this one is going to be the 39 degree. You can see, if you look close, big finger in the way. If it's 45, it would be over here, like that. indicating that that is the correct, desirable cam bank angle. Just as same as this more desirable 425. Now they do make bushings for these lifter bores, so you can get them to the 842 diameter. I got some 921 lifters, but I'm not going to use them because they're old stock. They don't have oil ridges or oil machining in them, so there's going to be a lot more aggravating, and they're solid. As far as the diesel goes, I don't think you got to grind that off. Shouldn't be. I don't think it's going to be in the way of anything. I think you got to plug that off, that off, so it won't, oil won't bypass in there. I think you can turn that bushing and or that bearing around and close it off. Over here I have a small block Olds 330 crank. I was going to use in that diesel. I know the bearing mains are big, but they make bushings that you can get down to the small block journal size. And there's my 425 crank. Yeah, I know I can turn the mains down and do all that, but I'd rather have, I was going to offset grind that one with the small journals in it. Use I don't know, I just think of a lot of things to do, and that way I could still build the 425. The crank's good in both of those. I think that one's turned 20 and 30. I don't know, can't remember. Anyway, check your bank angle. If this tilted inward, it's 39. If it's parallel to the bores, it's 45. Drill spot, you can actually see if you look here. That's the regular gasoline, and it's going to be typical only for 55s and your small blocks. But look at the difference in the thickness of the diesel. See how thick those walls are to the lifter bores compared to these. That's going to be your typical, almost all your gas, well, I guess all your gasoline engines are going to be that way. The diesel just built beefier. How thick those cylinder walls are compared to a little bit thicker. Anyway, there you go.